finally, the car everyone's been waiting to see. The new size Ford, the Falcon. Here's full comfort for 6 adults in a car that'll give you up to 30 miles a gallon. A new size car with a new size price. It's the easiest car in the world to own. The Ford Falcon. You can see these cars at your Ford dealer showroom now. The Falcon, the Thunderbird, and the 1960 Ford.
A convenient location. That's one reason many car owners give for selecting a particular service station. That's a pretty good reason. But let's always remember one thing. Our best gasoline customers are the ones who are on the move a lot. And for people on the move, a convenience station is not always the best station. Take the Adams family, for instance, who live just a couple of blocks from this station. There's Mr. Adams, just about to leave for work. He does this every day, 5 days a week, and just about the same time. 7 o'clock. He leaves pretty early. This morning, and at least twice a week, he needs gas. He's got to stop someplace. Now, here's the station nearest to his home. It's close, all right, but it's closed. Mr. Adams passes it up. This ought to be convenient for him, right on his way. But it's not for Mr. Adams. The point is that Mr. Adams has traveled a long way from home to buy gas. He wanted more than convenience. There must be a reason. Millions of drivers are persuaded daily to try the Sinclair brand. And when it's brand that makes them pick a station, this emblem clearly shows them where to get it.
That's a new Motorama Chevrolet. Best thing on wheels as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I may be prejudiced. I work here on the Chevrolet assembly line. I put the finishing touches on these cars, then they're headed straight for America's driveways. Look mighty good there, too. Say, reminds me, the other day I met an old friend. Now, Charlie, that's my friend's name. He usually never talks much about cars. But ever since he drove my new Chevrolet, oh boy, Charlie talks just like one of our own engineers. New turbofire V8's terrific. Can't beat that glide ride front suspension. And you know something? Charlie's 100% right. Why, just look at the way the new Chevrolet rides and handles. Like I say, I may be prejudiced. Get a hold of a Motorama Chevrolet and drive it yourself.
What does the 1956 Chevrolet look like? That's the best-kept secret of the year. Keeping it secret until Friday, November 4th, is the job of the men and women in scores of Chevrolet plants across the nation. Security checks are tightened. And as the 56 Chevrolet begins the journey to your dealer, it's security all the way, under canvas covers, and behind sealed boxcar doors. In city after city, as dealers get the news that the 56 Chevrolet arrives soon, they too get ready to guard the secret until Friday, November 4th. Chevrolet 456 is on its way to you right now. Its new beauty, new power, and new performance are secrets worth waiting to learn. So wait.
Hi, Rex May here on the rail with some of the finest performers in America. In the lineup, here's the Lark Hardtop, and we're going to show you how performance sets the pace in the Lark. Watch that new Lark Skybolt 6 go. There's superior acceleration. From 0 to 40 in seconds. Fast pickup for the first time in a 6-cylinder compact. Here are more Lark engineering features. The new Lark oval steering wheel and new Lark steering system give you smooth rides at any speed. The Lark's big 15-inch wheels turn fewer revolutions, so you get longer tire life. The Lark also gives you sure-footed cornering like this. Need passing power? You've got that too with the Skybolt 6. For extra safety, there's extra power from 40 to 65 thanks to the Lark's new Ram induction manifold. For even greater performance, there's the national economy champion Lark V8. V8 or Skybolt 6, the Lark's the compact that's easy on your pocketbook. V8 or Skybolt 6, first in class for style, across the board payoff in performance and economy. The Lark. in 7 models. So take a demonstration drive. Remember, you have to drive the Lark to believe it. The Lark by Studebaker.
There's the 1958 Lincoln. Clean, aristocratic, modern styling, truly distinctive. There's the Cadillac. The styling concept is completely different, old-fashioned. Hardly distinguishable from the rest of the General Motors line. And here's the Lincoln from the front. Again, clean-lined, modern, and distinctive. But look at the Cadillac in comparison. Fussy and very similar to other General Motors cars. Here's the Lincoln from the rear. And the Cadillac. From whatever angle you view these cars, Lincoln's styling is obviously more distinctive. All right? What do you think?
Well, what I think isn't the point. What does the buyer think?
Let me show you this report. Here are the 1958 car owners' opinions as to which car is most attractive. The Lincoln vote is 94%. Cadillac only 55%. Meaning that nearly half the Cadillac owners are doubtful of the new car they purchased. We'll start right here with a look inside the Lincoln. The interior, beautifully appointed. And notice the roominess. You see, there's the luxurious spaciousness people expect in a fine car. The Cadillac, definitely smaller, in the dimensions that actually count. Watch this. You see, those measuring poles fit between the Lincoln windows at shoulder height. Now watch. You see how far the poles protrude in the Cadillac? That shows how much more shoulder room the Lincoln has. In the front, 4 inches more shoulder room. In the rear, 6.5 inches more shoulder room in the Lincoln. Here's the Lincoln body, featuring the new, modern uniframe design. As you probably noticed, the new Lincoln body is built in a completely new manufacturing facility, clean, modern, with all new tooling and more efficient quality control techniques. This again shows Lincoln out in front of Cadillac, which is still being built in an old, antiquated plant. It all adds up to superior quality and craftsmanship for the Lincoln buyer. See what I mean?
2 Chryslers have been making history. First, there's the Chrysler 300, pace car that led the pack at the Indianapolis 500 on Memorial Day. Pace setter that won 3 out of the 5 major sports car rallies it entered. Daniel Boone Rally, Abominable Snow Rally, Virginia Reel Rally. The Chrysler 300 with deep bucket seat comfort, a sports car interior and performance few others can match. Then there's the pace-setting Chrysler Newport, the economical way to take the big, beautiful step ahead. Every bit a full-size Chrysler. This Newport sedan is the biggest value in the medium price field. There are 18 options for interior trim. Big, easy-to-enter doors. Lots of legroom in both front and rear. A big car in every way. See and drive both of these beautiful pace setters. Economical Chrysler Newport. Sports-bred Chrysler 300 at your Chrysler dealers now.
Ambassador, the now car that gives you the rich driving experience of the red carpet ride. Ambassador, full-size luxury created for today. With road cushioning suspension, velvet tone performance, the luxury of the red carpet ride. Ambassador, an uncompromising selection of automobiles with the red carpet ride. Priced for people who want their luxury now.
Every year, Motor Trend magazine evaluates all the new cars before naming its Car of the Year. They look for outstanding styling, great engineering, and ingenuity of design. This year, Motor Trend gave Pontiac the Car of the Year award for the 4th time. In fact, Pontiac's the only car maker ever to receive the Car of the Year award 4 times. We suspect the Bumper of the Year had a lot to do with it. Seems like everything those Pontiac engineers touch turns to great.
Some steel. Forge it with skill. Sprinkle it with stardust. Make an automobile. Folks, in the making of an automobile, one special factor is far more important than any other. That factor is engineering know-how. The kind of engineering know-how that sets Dodge far apart in its field. And here's what I mean. Only Dodge Engineering brings you that new look of lowness, combined with big, wide door openings and stretch-out roominess inside. Only Dodge Engineering brings you seats that swing out to meet you, swing in to seat you. Only Dodge Engineering brings you the ease of push-button torque-flight drive, the greatness of torsionaire ride, the safety of total contact brakes. Folks, only Dodge Engineering know-how brings you so many finer features and exclusive advantages. And there's just one way for you to find out how much these features mean to you. And that's to slide behind the wheel of a 59 Dodge yourself this week for sure.
Hello, I'm Truman Bradley, speaking for your local Chrysler dealer. And tonight I have a real challenge for you, because we believe that 15 minutes here can change 15 years of car buying habits. And that's especially true if you now drive one of the 2 major competitive cars in Chrysler's price class. In fact, every day more and more folks just like you are making the big switch to the exciting new 56 Chrysler. But let's spend a Saturday morning with the owners of this sleek new power-style Chrysler, and I'll show you some of the reasons why. Notice how your neighbors look with admiration as you drive out in your new Chrysler. And no wonder, from the rakish flare of its new flight-swept rear fenders, right up to its bold but elegant new front styling, the new power-style Chrysler emphasizes the forward look of power in motion.
Looks like it's still moving, even when it stops. Some design.
And now let's go with the missus for the Saturday shopping. Well, here's a young man who's mighty impressed.
Wow, another new Chrysler. That rear end looks just like a jet plane.
He knows what he's talking about. The Chrysler engineers have adapted the most modern jet plane designs in this new Chrysler. Everywhere people notice you.
I'll park it for you. Get a real kick out of that push-button driving. What a car.
Well, now you begin to understand some of the reasons why America's most smartly different car is being seen in all the smartest places. But slip behind the wheel of a new power-style Chrysler and get the whole story for yourself. Just be prepared to make the switch to Chrysler, because I promise you, 15 minutes here can change 15 years of habits. Why not stop in at your Chrysler dealers tomorrow? Take the keys and see what driving pleasure really is.
Behind these walls is Ford Motor Company's Dearborn, Michigan proving grounds, where some of the auto industry's most tightly guarded secrets are developed. New engineering features are given strenuous and continuous testing, and if they survive, they may be installed in market research cars and driven by typical auto owners to sample public opinion. This Mercury Park Lane convertible is being used to test average driver attitudes to an experimental steering control system, which could replace the familiar steering wheel. Called the wrist twist steering control, it was developed for Mercury by ex-missile engineer Bob Rump, who is ready to send the car off with a driver who promises to be about as non-technical as they come. Getting in is easy enough. Elimination of the steering wheel means additional room that is mighty important on entry and exit. Although the appearance may seem startling at first, the wrist twist steering control takes very little practice to get used to. Two 5-inch rings turn simultaneously and are manipulated easily with one or both hands.